Doo doo. Doo doo. Ta-da! Shark. We got this shark at the bins today and a bunch of other stuff. This is just a cool thing. We also got some valuable stuff and we can't wait to show you coming up. All right. Understandably, that is absolutely the best teaser ever in the history of all YouTube, and I hope you really enjoyed it. Anyway, we got this shark. It's a whale shark. It's not a great white shark, so the song wasn't really right. But anyway, there it is. This thing, and with this little remote control, actually comps on Walmart, brand new for 17, 18 bucks, which means it's not worth anything to resell. But the best part about this is he wants to play with it.
I sure do.
So we're going to keep this, and he's going to have fun. I've already got chargers for these little batteries he's got, so we're good to go. So the bins, just to start off right away, you want to wait toward the middle and toward the end because we got some good stuff to show you along the way and at the end that I'm pretty surprised to have found at the bins of all places. We got a twofer today. Two, and you'll have to find out what the two are here in just a little bit. So anyway, let's move that down there. And we'll start out like we often do with the stuff that we just get for ourselves that isn't worth a whole lot or that we just want that we found, again, at the bins. This might have been our best bin day ever. It was really a good day.
It was a really good day.
So we got these. Absolutely worth nothing, but they're really cool to stick in pots and plants and label them and stuff. And we will probably be doing some of that around here at the house. So we got those. More Christmas lights. If you watch this channel, you know we buy Christmas stuff pretty frequently for our decoration purposes. So here we go. We got some of these. Oh, speaking of Christmas purposes, I got this really awesome extension cord.
It's a really nice.
I'm really excited about that because I like the flat ones. I think they're more flexible and easier to deal with. So this was cool. I imagine if we figured out the cost of this, it probably costs like 40 cents. Pretty cool. Okay.
40 cents.
We got these, which cost nothing, just little jewelry boxes. This one even still has the foam inside, which we will use, his mom will use for whatnot sales and things like that. So that's pretty interesting. At least we think it's interesting. We'll find out if you do. But don't forget, this is just the stuff we got for fun. The good stuff, the money stuff's coming up. Just patience. Don't be patient. Patience.
Be patient, please.
Yeah, good job. Good job. And I got this, a little charger for batteries for like, for phone batteries and stuff like that. Because we're always buying cameras and camera batteries, really. We're always buying cameras every time we can. And a lot of times we don't have the chargers or the batteries to test them. We're starting to gain and amass some, but I found a new one today. So we'll have this in our stock of testing stuff. It's school time. It's that time of year. We found these at the bins. These things are pretty expensive nowadays out there in the regular retail world. So finding this to use for school stuff or home organization is a pretty good little thing. And we got that. Guess we can show this. We actually bought this to resell. We thought it would be a good resell item. Turns out, since it's not a real iPhone stylus, it's just a generic stylus. It's really nice, it's really good, and it works really well on phones. We tested it on 2 iPhones, and it worked great. My wife's going to keep that for herself. It comps at $17, $18, but since it's not like any real name brand, ROHS, whatever that is, we're just going to keep it, and she's going to use it for her phone stuff. Because I use a computer for everything. Everybody else in this house uses their phone for most stuff. Most stuff. He uses computers. And last but not least, for the stuff for ourselves, is wrapping paper for Christmas. This is the second roll I have found at the bins. Brand new, very good stuff, foil paper. It's kind of painful sometimes. Anyway, it means I don't have to buy any more when Christmas time comes around. So I've got that covered for this year. Now all I got to do is find all the presents in the bins. That's going to be a little harder. All right, so let me pause for a second and think. Got to think of the next thing. So, there's my idea right there. We got this little thing, or we got all these little things, a little figure, a little ceramic stuff. sometimes at the bins, you kind of, we buy a lot of electronics and a lot of interesting things that we like, interesting to us, like electronics and junk and stuff, and broken things and man stuff. Well, today we looked at some other stuff. And his mom and his sister were with us today, and they picked up some things. This one was one of mine. It's a little figure. I thought it was a minifig from Legos. It's actually a Playmobil. Not worth a lot. There's a few of them listed on eBay for like $10 or something, a little less than $10, and those all have some accessories that go with them. But this one doesn't have the accessories, so it's not worth anything. We'll put it in a box and maybe gather it in a bundle of stuff someday. And that's that one. This is a little candle holder. Candle goes in there. It's Goodwill, which sometimes can have some pretty good value to it. But in this case, nope. It's kind of like the last thing. A bunch of things for $10 to $15 in the solds, or in the not solds, in the sellings. No solds, but Christmas time is coming. Maybe we can list this for $10 and somebody can get them a neat little thing for Christmas. If not, it might go on our shelf at Christmas time. We decorate the heck out of our house at Christmas, so this might just go somewhere in that zone. What you got there? Turkey. 3 turkeys in that shot right there. 1, 2, 3.
Make it 4. Looking at you.
Oh, okay. 4 turkeys. Fair enough. All right. These are little salt and pepper shakers that his mom picked up. And they look really nice and they look like they should sell for something, but they're not worth much either. They are worth, it's the same story on all this stuff, $10 to $15. No real solds listed. And I don't know, probably not worth much. We'll probably list them for $8 and just to have something up there and maybe get rid of them. If not, they'll go on the shelf of our rotating decoration shelf of things we couldn't sell. So there we go. That's that round. Now we're going to switch gears to something different. Okay, like I said, great day at the bins. I am just blown away at how much cool stuff we found. This one, I keep telling Alex I saw it first, but he says he saw it first. The truth is, he saw it first. I've just been trying to... Anyway, so this thing here is a little printer that works with phones, iPhones in particular, and I think other phones as well, but definitely with iPhones. And it actually prints out little tiny pictures that are like 2 inch by 3 inch, little tiny things. This is complete. It's open box, but all the pieces, parts are in there, including the picture, the blank pictures that go in that it'll print. So surprising to me, I never would have thought this. This little thing here is worth $50 open box on eBay. And we will list it at $50 and hopefully sell it at that. So $50. Have we told them what we spent at the bins yet?
Don't believe so.
Do you remember what we spent at the bins yet?
At least 20 cents.
At least 20 cents. That 20 cents is going to be important. Just wait on that. But we did spend, we went through the checkout twice. Once was $20.99. And the second time was 20 cents. Plus we donated 5 cents just to be nice guys. So anyway, this $50. Holy crap. Major profit going on in that one. Okay, what you got there?
We got a Dell charger.
It's a charging dock, a dock. It's a docking station. Bought one just like this a couple weeks ago at the bins. These things are worth anywhere from $15 to $20. And they're pretty easy to package, pretty easy to sell. So I went ahead and picked this up anyway. We'll list it for probably $15, and that's that. And these are kind of cool. And I'm going to use the other one that I bought a couple weeks ago, actually here at home for myself. So that was a nice little pickup. I'm always looking for those. Sometimes I've looked at charging stations and stuff and comped them, and they're worth like $5. It just depends on which one it is. This particular one is a little better. Speaking of things that are usually worth $5. Remote controls. Most remote controls out there, if you get a remote control that says Spectrum or Frontier or I don't know, anything that sounds like a cable company, was it Bright House, I think is one. You can't even sell them. It's not like you can drop the price low enough to sell them. They're just everywhere and nobody wants them because they're just prolific. But, and kind of, that's, a lot of that's also true with just regular remotes for TVs and stuff. Those are pretty common, so they'll be $5, $6, and the market's just saturated with them. But if you kind of get the eye for it, you can kind of start spotting remotes that might be worth a little more and they're worth comping and not just leaving in the bin. This is one of those. This thing, and it's really dirty. I'm sure you can see that it is a mess. But after running the comps on this, and truth is, if I haven't heard of it, then I think there's a chance. And this is Harman/Kardon. Never heard of it. I'm not even sure what it's a remote to. It looks like it's a TV remote, but it's got a little view screen, which means it's probably worth more. And we ran the comps on it, and it's going to be a minimum of $30. $30. Oh, by the way, just looked at this, didn't even realize, not only is it dirty, the whole top's popped off. Maybe we can sell it for $15. Oops, sometimes you don't inspect as good as you should, so I figured I better bust in and say this because I didn't even, oh my gosh. We'll see what happens. One of the things that happened to us today at the bins, and maybe Alex can talk about that, is how many times we found corrosion.
Like, there were a bunch of these little, like, you've seen those little things that, like, they can just play, like, one game, like, sometimes blackjack, like, Tetris. Solitaire, yeah. Like, we found a bunch of those that we were going to get and sell, but, like, they were all corroded.
We had things in our cart that we were going to buy, and at the last minute checked them to see what the battery compartments looked like, and they were a mess. It is really important at yard sales, and especially at the bins, to check for corrosion in your batteries, in your battery compartment. If it's corroded, don't buy it. It's ruined inside. And we found a lot of corroded stuff this time, so don't do it. That is the lesson of the corrosion. So now we're going to go to a whole different category. And this is one, well, you're just going to have to let this little transition happen. We got clothes. So this was an interesting clothes day. Oh, by the way, and right here, we got clothes. Bin. Found that at the bins. And I said, that's for the video. And that's what I'm doing. I try to find one for the video pretty much every time we go out to the bins or to the yard sales or whatever. If I can find a shirt that I can wear in one video that's a quarter or a dollar or a nickel or whatever, I'll buy it just for the video. In this case, I'll probably wear this one all the time because I kind of like it. Anyway, so my daughter, 15 years old, his sister, went with us today, and she's always, 15 years old. She's looking for style. She wants stuff to wear. So she's digging through the bins and found this pair of jeans right here that she was very excited to buy because these are American Eagle Outfitter. They're really nice. They've got holes already in them, which apparently the kids like. Is just, I think that's funny. When I was a kid, we loved holes in our jeans, and then there was a long time where they didn't have them, and now they're liking the holes in their jeans again. So anyway, these pants, she brought them home, tried them on, and they don't fit. So we looked them up. $30 to $35 used jeans. So these are going to get listed and sold for $30, $35. Again, we paid like $21 at total for all this stuff, and this was a $30 pickup. So how about that, eh? All right. Speaking of clothes, and we're going to do the rapid fire version of this. We went through all these. None of these are for sale. These are just for us. You will see this one on an upcoming video. Found me a Captain America t-shirt. This one, I don't even know why we bought this. I think that's for my daughter. She likes weird stuff. She's very much into musical theater and things. So that's for her. Oh, here you go.
Wrong side.
I don't know. This is just for me to wear around the house and have life. Grand Canyon t-shirt. There are so many. If you like tourist t-shirts, the bins are for you. Go get them. They're not worth much to resell, but they sure are. They're everywhere and they're nice to have. So this one, if I can shrink it up enough to wear, it's pretty big. I might wear that really cool thing on a video upcoming sometime. Kind of like it because everybody knows that Bigfoot is an alien. So it all works out. Right? Everybody knows that, right?
I would disagree.
All right. And just sticking with a theme of modern culture. Not my thing because I'm a dad and I think it's weird and creepy, but
and I hate it.
my daughter was very excited to find Five Nights at Freddy's t-shirt. So there we go. Very exciting. What am I encouraging with my children? This is just wrong. Okay, and this one, I am proud to encourage this one because it made me laugh when we saw it. I can't believe
guess.
we found this in the bins. Now you have to think about that for a second. Just look at it because I ain't saying it out loud. Alex gets it. If you don't get it, you might not have heard the phrase. But it starts up with what's up. All right, so that was our clothes pickup. Now we're going to do a little swirly thing or something. Wait a minute. Oh, here we are.
Oh, hey, look, a Wii.
We're back. Found a Wii. A Wii?
Wii.
We still need to test it. All right, so this person right here, this guy, I don't know what kind of magic he's got. 'Cause 80% of what I've showed you today that was electronic, he found. He just finds it. I mean, I'm there too, and I'm looking too, but I don't find it. I don't understand. He's got some sort of magic ESP thing where he finds things. So anyway, we walked in. He walked over to a bin that wasn't even one of the new bins. It was one of the bins that had been sitting there a while. And he walks right over there and grabs a Wii.
It was a clothes bin.
It was a clothes bin, for goodness sake, which means somebody threw it back. But anyway, he found the Wii, and then he went on a quest to find out, because usually if you find something like that, all the accessories are there somewhere. You just got to be willing to gather them. So Alex went on a gathering mission, and he found that.
First found this, and then this, I believe. These two were together. This is some off-brand, but it does connect into the Wii.
So cords.
And then in later bins, we found some Wiimotes. This Wiimote and this red nunchuck. They aren't official branded, but they should work. And these two white ones are, of course, just regular nunchucks.
So value-wise, value-wise, we figured out if we some of these things will just go into our pile of stuff, like some of these. Maybe the extra cord will go in the pile of stuff that we can use later. But we will bundle all the things you need to run it, the cords and the, what do you call that? Sensor bar and the cables. I already said that. And we'll go out in the garage and we'll grab a control, or what do you call it, a Wiimote that we already have. And we'll put a couple nunchucks in there and we'll have a whole set and we'll sell that for $45. So that's pretty good. If we sold this by itself, maybe 30, maybe 25, because Wii's aren't worth much. Not like they used to be. But if we got it all together, $45. So we pick up any video game stuff we see at all because we can always put it in a bundle with something later. We've got a box of that kind of stuff out in the garage. We got a Wii box, we got a PS2 box, or a PlayStation box, and we got an Xbox box. So we can do that, or it's not a Wii box, it's a Nintendo box, but that way we can mix and match. Anyway, $45 for that. By the way, this thing is not Wii branded, and it doesn't have a back.
I said that.
Oh, you said that already. But anyway, and it also is not a Motion Plus, which means it's really not worth anything. But we'll put it in the box and sell it with something. All right. What do we? Oh,
Speaking of La Nintendo.
Oh yeah, this is our weirdest find of the day, I think.
Found this right next to the Wii. Doesn't go for the Wii. It's as you can tell, it is British.
Or European, or basically the rest of the world except America.
No, there are like 20 different types.
Are there? Okay. Anyway, we got that one, and it works on a Wii. It's just a Switch.
Yeah, just Switch.
It's a Switch charger for European style stuff. So there we go.
Actually, worth quite a little bit. It's maybe like $10, $8.
There we go.
$7.
You'll probably see a comp for that.
Like somewhere.
Somewhere over there. Yep. All right. So.
And last. As
we are wont to do, save the best for last. Remember I said Alex found 2. And this is at the bins. You don't find this kind of stuff at the bins. This will be the 3rd one he's found. And I found the old style. So here we go. Enough teasing. There you go. Show him what you got. Let me get this out of your way.
This little guy. We got a Fine Pix Fujifilm. It's a camera.
Can I show the other one?
Yeah, sure.
Hold it way up there so they can see. Look at that. Got 2 digital cameras with only extremely minor problems on both of them. This one we've already tested. Fully functional, takes pictures, does everything camera's supposed to do. It's a, what is this? This is the Canon PowerShot. Those are pretty, everybody wants the PowerShot, so that's a really good one. Only problem with this whole darn thing is that little notch you can see in the bottom of the lid that holds the batteries in. And the problem with that little notch is it means it's a little bit pried out there so the batteries don't stay in good. So we'll have to list this as mildly defective. We'll disclose that. And this thing comps for over $100 if that wasn't snapped like that. If it was just a dirty pile of mess, it would still sell for $35. In this condition, we're gonna go for $60 and see how it goes. So that, and again, he's finding them in the bins. It's crazy. And that one, don't stick your tongue out.
You can't stop me.
I guess I can't. Okay, and that one, which is a Fun Picks or something like that. Fine Picks. That one is a little bit scuffed up, and it's had a life. It's still in pretty good shape, but it's not perfect. It comps for, what do we say, $60, $70, something like that. $70, $80 if it's in really, really good shape. That one's not, plus the little door that holds the batteries is completely, it doesn't latch closed. So we'll have to disclose all that. And we're still thinking to try to get, what did we say, 40?
Yeah.
We're going to try to get 40 out of it. See what happens. So add this one to that one, $100 worth of cameras at the bins.
The bins.
And the thing is, this was a crowded day at the bins too. And usually on the crowded days, you're lucky to get anything because everybody's finding the good stuff. But we found good stuff this time. We need to say something about that camera. We bought the camera separately because he found it after we'd already checked out. He ran over and looked and found one more thing, which was this camera. So we bought it separately, paid 20 cents. 20 cents for that camera. 20 cents. And we tipped them 5 cents on top of that to send to charity just because, you know, it seemed like the nice thing to do. So anyhow, total cost that we spent was $20.99 plus 20, which is $21.19. That's how much we spent. And potential profit, just kind of being really conservative with all these numbers that we just told you as we went. Potential profit is $279. And all we have to do now is clean and test and list and ship
and subscribe
and collect money. And that is it for the show today. Wow, we're coming up in the world if we're calling it a show. That's it for us today. Remember, when you go to the sales, always look up, always look down, look all around, and you will find the good stuff. We will see you next time.